Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Cody Jones and today I'm going to be doing another album review. But before we get into that, I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you haven't done that, and share this video with your friends, share it with your family, share it on social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, whatever. Share it all over the place. Let's try to grow these subscribers back up. Also, I have a very interesting video that you guys are going to be really interested in with something else coming in soon. So be on the lookout for a video coming in on Tuesday. Mark that shit on your calendar. It's going to be a very, very interesting video. But other than that, today I'm going to be talking about the new Nas album, King's Disease 3. And honestly, I can't really say that I wouldn't say I was excited for this album, because, I don't know, it's like, to be honest, I wasn't really digging the first King's Disease album. I thought the second one was much better than the first, but this one, I wasn't really all that excited for. So, enough of that, let's get it cracking, shall we? Starting off with the song Ghetto Reporter. It really had a good start to the album. Really slow pace, but it was still decent. Now, out of 17 songs, I've only liked 11 songs out of this album. This really wasn't really all that great. It wasn't terrible. Didn't do as bad as I thought it would. I mean, I would say that it definitely tops the first King's Disease album, because when I've heard that, one, I didn't know what King's Disease was until he broke it down to what it is and what it's about. And to be honest, I wasn't really feeling it. But with the second one, it really came out a whole lot better. And the EPMD song that he did with Eminem, I thought that shit was fantastic. But for this album, I can't really say I was enjoying it. I mean, there were some songs that I was really liking here. Ghetto Reporter, again, it was a good song, good start to the album. Not really the best, but it was still dope enough to hear, and I actually did like it. Legit, this one is actually probably the second best song on this album. I enjoyed it. I actually played this shit like twice already, and I was really digging the whole style and the flow that it was done in. So, legit, this song was actually a little bit better than the first one. Michael and Quincy, this one was really interesting to hear. It really had a very nice Michael Jackson, Quincy Jones like style and flow in his rhymes. So this song was really fresh. I was really digging it. I like the way that this song was done. And I'm actually curious if he even like had any involvement with Quincy Jones on this song. And it was really good. Now the next song, 30. This one was actually one of my favorite songs. I really loved it. It was really enjoyable to hear. It was really like interesting to hear everything that he was saying in the whole song. It was really dope. The beat was really thumping. I was really enjoying that shit. It was definitely better than the last few songs. And again, I'm probably going to continue shitting on the first song because I wasn't really feeling it. It was decent, but not the best. But 30, this one was a good song. I enjoyed it. I played it again and again, and I enjoyed it all the more. And I was digging the lyrical delivery that he was putting on this. Hood to Hood, this one was a little bit better. Not all that good as 30, but it was really much better than Ghetto Reporter. And I was really fucking with the beat. It really had a nice sound to it. I enjoyed this one. Recession Proof. Not all that great. Actually, I think I might remove this one because I wasn't really enjoying it all that much. So I guess that makes 10 songs I like on this album. Again, it wasn't really all that. I mean, I was kind of paying half attention, but also focusing on like prepping up some dinner and everything. So like I was kind of focusing here and there. But this one, it was not all that great. It was decent, but not good enough for me to want to keep it. Reminiscence, this one I was really enjoying it a little bit. I was kind of digging this one, and I was really liking the lyrical deliveries that he was putting in on this one. This one was actually enjoyable to hear. I love the way it sounded. I love the beat and the storytelling, and that's what I love about listening to Nas is the storytelling in his music. For WTF SMH, I was I wasn't really feeling it that much at first, and I wasn't really liking the hook. But again, with his lyrical delivery, it made the song a little bit better. Also, guys, excuse me if I sound a little like a little shitty, you know, because I haven't really been feeling all that great. Like I've been a little bit under the weather, but I've been trying to get these videos done, and I'm still a little bit sick, but I'm doing by any means to get these videos out there and to get them all done, edited, and posted immediately. For the song Get Light, I was really loving this one. It really had that old school sound to it, but at the same time, like the chorus was just as good as well. Get Light is probably the best song on this album. I'm like the way that it was done, I was really loving it. Like I played this one quite a few times, and I was enjoying this album, or not this album. I was enjoying this song in particular compared to the rest. I loved the other ones, but this one I continuously played it over and over, kind of like how I sometimes do with Joker's Mayhem Night, where I would be playing something else and then go to that album and play it again because I love the way that Mayhem Night was delivered. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put in a video right next to this at the end of this video. And um, when you get the chance, check out the Joker Mayhem Night. That shit was excellent, perfectly executed. And I'll probably even like write it down right here, you know, like right. Like I'll have it written down right here on the screen, just so that you guys know how it's spelled and everything. Trust me, this song was excellently done. Beef, I really like this one as well because it really like went into the whole style of like beefs of the past and like everything else that involved with his beef with Jay-Z and everything. This song was much better than all the other songs. Not as great as Get Light, but this song was actually really excellent to hear, especially how he was talking about like classic beefs like No Vaseline, Who Shot Ya, and Hit 'Em Up. Like that song was really, really good to hear. I was really digging this one. This song was really dope to hear. Like I actually enjoyed this one about as much as I do enjoy listening to Get Light. And as for the last song, Don't Shoot, this one was good. I really liked it. I love the bass. Like the way that the bass was knocking and the way that the beat was done, the whole song was good. The lyrical delivery was done perfectly as well. This song was enjoyable. I liked it. I played it a few times as well. This is not the last song on the album, but it is the last song for me because I'm not going to be going into all 17 songs. I'm just going into the ones that I liked. You guys can go ahead and check out the album yourselves. You guys can go ahead and listen to the whole album if you want. I'm just going down the songs that I thought were dope. But other than that, this album was a little bit better. Not as good as King's Disease 2, but it definitely topped the first King's Disease album. And it was pretty decent. Now we're already at the part where we're doing honorable music mentions, where I talk about a bunch of new singles and other projects that came out as of lately. Starting off with Derek King. I give this dude a shout out every single time in my videos. I give him props when props are deserved. And this single, Miss Me, I liked it. I liked listening to it. And for this last honorable mention, I guess that this video is actually really short, but that's because there wasn't really a whole lot to be talked about, and this honorable mention wasn't really all that big. But sadly, there is no Chris Webby single today. I probably missed it, but I didn't see any updates for it, so there's not going to be any Chris Webby mentions in this video. But there is another project that I wish to talk about in the honorable mentions, and Bear McCreary on this song, Blood on the Snow. Now, I loved it. I fucking heard this song plenty of times ever since the game Ragnarok came out. And if you don't know what I'm talking about the soundtrack that came in when God of War Ragnarok dropped. When I discovered it on Spotify, I immediately jumped onto the soundtrack and started listening to the whole thing. It was phenomenal. Really, really done excellently. This is probably the best video game soundtrack that I've ever heard. It definitely tops the Spider-Man soundtrack, the Ghost of Tsushima soundtrack. This game soundtrack was phenomenal, godly. It really blew me away. And I've not been able to play God of War Ragnarok yet. I've been avoiding as many spoilers and videos and everything. I already know about some of the leaked videos, like the Kratos versus Thor fight. I already know about that, sadly. And I did watch it because I couldn't contain myself. I immediately watched that video a few times, and it was enjoyable to hear every time. But I've been avoiding as many spoilers as if I can. I've been avoiding every video as I can. But this soundtrack, my gosh, it was fantastic. The God of War soundtrack was amazing. The best soundtrack that Bear McCreary probably ever put out. And this song, Blood on the Snow, this is the triple cherry on top for this album. And it is the last song on this album. I loved it. I enjoyed it. Every single song on this soundtrack was done. And props to everyone. Much props and appreciation to everyone that worked their asses out and really worked hard on getting the soundtrack done. Bear McCreary, you're a fucking beast, man. I love your work. This one in particular, the greatest soundtrack I've ever heard in your discography. I did listen to the first God of War soundtrack, and I completely felt the same way. There were some that I didn't really like, but this album, I feel like there's a whole lot more songs that I liked than songs that I didn't like. There were probably only 3 songs that I removed from my playlist. But this soundtrack for Ragnarok was spectacularly done. I loved it. Anyways, guys, I think that about does it for this video. If you like it, go ahead and hit the like button. Comment down below what did you think of this video. I've been completely off my A game because I've been like shopping around the store for food and everything, and I've been applying for other jobs as of lately because I really do plan to get some work. I do want to get some equipment just to make my videos come out better and sound better. So I'm recording as many videos as I can and spanning them out there a little bit more. That way I have nothing to worry about on a weekly basis when I'm not able to record. But other than that, guys, I hope you love this video. Let me know what you think down below, comment, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.